Is there an area of your life that you would like to improve? Well, it's likely, since you clicked on this video, that you want to learn how to achieve your goals. So stick around with me, because that's exactly what I'm going to get into. Hey everybody, this is Sharon Koenig of FearlessPursuits.com, and you are watching another episode of Fearless in PowerTube, where I create videos all about winning at life in all of the areas of your life, like your mindset and your relationships, law of attraction, and health and fitness. So if that sounds like something that you're into, go ahead and subscribe now. All right, so let's get into it. So since you are interested in achieving your goals and having more out of life, then this video is for you. So there are so many people that are either sabotaging their goals, sabotaging their life, sabotaging their results, or simply not aware of how to achieve their goals, or maybe they try to achieve their goals and they just aren't hitting the mark. Then we're going to break it down here. So one of the first things that I would like to suggest for everybody here in this video is that you begin with the end in mind. Now, I know there's a lot of information about how to use SMART goals and that sort of thing, and those are great techniques, but some of the missing links here are your clarity. Understanding what it is that you want is probably the first thing that you need to start with. So there are so many areas of our life, right, that we want to improve on. Some of the areas that I want to improve on right now is my health and my love. And those are two very important areas, but whatever it is for you, you need to have clarity on that. But also understand that we don't want to work on too many of those areas all at once. So we can see a lot of people will work on every aspect of their life, like their financial and their relationships and their health and fitness. And it seems to be a bit too much. That right out of the gate is a sure way to sabotage your results. So what we want to do is we want to be able to see our visions, our dreams, right? You already are thinking about how you want more out of life. Well, what is it specifically that you want to work on? Let's pinpoint one area of your life. So another aspect that is overlooked is learning from your past. Well, what do I mean from that? What we can look at is our successes and our failures to learn from them. What an exercise that you can do is to make a list of your successes. Some of those experiences that you may have had will really help you along the way in achieving and setting your goals. So ask yourself what you learned from those successes. We don't really want to dwell on the failures, but we can learn from those too. Like if you wanted to lose weight, maybe ask yourself, did you join a gym? Did you hire a personal trainer? Did you go to the personal trainer on a regular basis? Did you stick with a meal plan that was healthy? Are you being authentic to who you are and what you like out of a meal plan? Because the bottom line is if it goes against your values, if it goes against your character, then it's not in your blueprint and you're going to fail right out of the chute. So these are very important things to focus on. So what we need to do here, beginning with the end in mind, is to write a list of everything that you would like to achieve and maybe have in your wildest dreams in the next year. So the reason why we want to do this as a first exercise, well, I guess it'd be the second exercise, is because it is a method of opening your eyes. You need to see what your potential is, because a lot of times we know how to set goals. Like what I was talking about before is a SMART goal. We know how to set these goals, but there's a reason why we're not actually achieving these goals, right? What we want to do is we want to open our eyes to the possibilities of what we are capable of. This is our potential. We need to make sure that we can see our future self. So write out a list. You can stop the video and come back to it after you've done that. but what we want to do is we want to see what we're capable of. And this is a great brainstorming opportunity for you. So let me ask you a question. If you kept everything the way it is right now, where would you be in 5 years? So this is a very important question because we want to see how much we need to change. We want to see what we're capable of doing. So what is it that you want to change? We need to be very specific. So when we begin with the end in mind, this is really important for us to hone in and focus. This is where we get our strength from. So if you were the type of person that was interested in losing weight, seems to be what everyone is interested in doing, then we need to be very clear about that. If that is an area of your life that you want to improve, then we need to write that down as our primary focus. So how are we going to achieve this goal? So you've set the goal and you've set your intention. So we have to figure out what your reasons are. This is another very important, powerful missing link in setting goals, is understanding why it is you want to achieve it in the first place. Because understanding that you will not achieve these goals if you're doing it for the wrong reasons. So if you want to lose weight because you want to keep someone in your life, that's probably not going to be a strong enough reason because it's not for you. So it's not meeting your personal needs as a human. So we need to make sure that our goals, our desires are compelling enough for us to stick to it so that we can stay strong and stay focused in our dreams. So oftentimes it's really helpful if we write down our short-term goals. So some of these short-term goals could simply be, I want to be healthier than I was a year ago. So now let's take action. What does that really mean? So maybe you were partying a lot last year. Well, now is your opportunity to change the focus, to understand that a healthier life means for you could be less alcohol, less bad food, and more exercise. And what is your reason for doing that? Is it because you want to be healthy, because you want to be surrounded by healthier minded people? Then these are strong, powerful reasons why you want to go ahead and set this goal and take action in achieving it. So now we can get down into some of the specifics with your goals. So what we want to do is we actually want to write down our goals, and we want to put them in a place where we're going to see them throughout the day. So another technique you can use is an app. You can always schedule it in your app so that it pops up automatically on your phone and it reminds you about your goal. So this is a way that you can stay focused. I like to have mine right away when I wake up in the morning as a way of reminding me to stay focused. So it's something that becomes automatic over time, and then you can see these even in the evening. Having these reminders of our goals all over the house, on your phone, in your car, at work, in your bedroom, in your bathroom is a fantastic way to remind you of what your goals are and your actions that you need to take. So it's really important that we use tools. So we talked about the app being a really tremendous tool for us, but some people are a little bit more old school. There's a reason why old school works. What does that mean? It's the old pen and paper. So the reason why this works so well is because we as humans learn and absorb information in different ways. Some of us need to hear it over and over again. Some of us need to write it. This is a tactile experience, and this sticks in our mind. It's literally tattooed in our mind, and it's very important for us when we want to achieve our goals. So we use these little techniques and these tools to help us. So we've gotten very specific in our goals, and we have written them down, and we're using reminder techniques so that they're in our mind and we can focus. So now what we want to do is we want to challenge ourselves and say, when would I like to have this goal achieved by? So this is something that's really important for us so that we can gauge our success. So, and something else that you might want to consider doing is getting a partner involved in here. The reason why we want to do this is because it gives you the accountability that we need. I remember when I was doing my bodybuilding competition, and it was something that I wasn't really sure I could do in the beginning. It seemed like my eyes were wide open and it was a goal that I really wanted. But I didn't tell anyone because I didn't really see the results. I didn't really know that I could do it. And over time, I started to cut the fat off and I started to see the sculpting underneath. And people were telling me how good I was looking. It motivated me. It inspired me. And that was when I said to the world, I announced what my goal was. And then it was so easy to stay on track because we all want to be inspired, right? So when we do this, this is a way that we can inspire ourselves. And when we are having trouble with focus, this is when our buddies come in real handy. So these are some really fantastic techniques and some thought-provoking exercises for you to get started on learning how to achieve your own goals. So I hope this video was really helpful for you, and stick around because there's going to be more videos on achieving your goals. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe so you can get more videos that are inspiring and empowering just like this. So this is Sharon Koenig, and I am out.